Hey guys, DC Network here, coming at you with another video. As we've discussed throughout this year, there's been a lot of merchandise that's been coming out for Ben 10, whether it be the Daylight Curfew collabs from the Alien Force leather jacket all the way to the Omniverse hoodie or some of the t-shirts or corduroy hat that they've released. There's been a lot going on regarding Ben 10, even U2's had a figure for it. Obviously we had the whole complete collection DVD box set debacle that should be resolving itself over the next month or so, because I believe early September is when they're going to ship out the replacements for that box set. But yet again, Daylight Curfew has come out to announce more Ben 10 products coming this year as a part of their Ben 10 Daylight Curfew collaboration. As I said before, they released earlier this year the leather Ben 10 Alien Force jacket, which I purchased one. It's an awesome jacket. If you're interested in it, I definitely highly recommend it. They released the corduroy hat for Ben. They're releasing an Omniverse hoodie that's supposed to ship around September 5th. I have a pre-order on that as well. They also released some t-shirts for the original 10 aliens, and the newest addition to the Daylight Curfew Ben 10 collection is they announced they're making yet another leather jacket from Alien Force and Ultimate Alien, but instead of it being a Ben green leather jacket like the one we got, it's a color swapped version of it for Albedo. So instead of having that green jacket with the white trimming to it, it's a red jacket with some black trimming to it. I think this is rather interesting, and honestly, quite frankly, really surprised me to see that they're doing a color swap jacket for Albedo. It's personally not something that I am going to pick up because it's another $148, the same price as the Ben 10 Alien Force leather jacket. It's rather expensive. I really don't want another one color swapped for Albedo. I think it's cool that they're doing this, but it's not exactly my cup of tea. For the most part, it's a one-to-one replica of Ben's jacket that we got earlier this year. The only difference that I see online, besides the color swap obviously, is on the inside of the jacket. I have Ben's jacket, like I said before. It has a fabric on the inside that if you open the jacket and show someone, there's basically Omnitrix symbol pattern throughout it. I'll put an image up on screen so you know what I'm talking about. The Albedo jacket seemingly does not have this Omnitrix symbol and this fabric inside of it. Instead, it's just straight leather. So this vegan leather that's making up this jacket is going to continue on the inside of it, and it's not going to have this fabric material inside of it with a pattern on it. It's interesting that they decided to basically ditch this for the Albedo jacket. I'm not sure which I prefer. I remember a friend came over my house recently and I was like, you're gonna laugh at what I bought, but check this out. I put the jacket on and he started laughing, and I was like, yeah, they put like the Omnitrix symbols inside of the coat, and he was like, honestly, I think without the symbols pattern throughout it, it would look cooler than with the symbols pattern throughout it. I'm not sure which look I prefer, but nevertheless, that is a difference between these two jackets. I kind of do wonder why they did it for Ben's but not for Albedo's. It's kind of weird that they're not doing the exact same thing between the two versions, given they are the same jacket, just color swapped essentially. One quick other thing I want to note on this jacket, as I said before, I do have Ben's jacket from Alien Force, the green one that they released earlier this year. Just so you know, if you're interested in either buying Ben's jacket or this Albedo jacket they're making, I generally speaking am a large when it comes to t-shirts or when it comes to jackets. That's typically my, sizing. Sometimes some jackets, they run a little small, you need to get an XL, but I will say for this jacket, for Ben's jacket, I had to get the 3XL. It's really, really tight fitting. It is a very small jacket. So just a quick FYI, if you are thinking of buying these jackets, make sure you size up from your typical sizing because it runs tight. Thankfully, Daylight Curfew, they were really great because I contacted them because they don't accept returns. I told them, hey, I'm usually a large. I ordered an XL just to be safe, and this thing's so way tight on me, I cannot zip it, and it feels like it's gonna rip at the back, and they were really great about it. They swapped it out. I just had to pay shipping again to get a 3XL, so just a quick FYI if you are looking to buy this jacket. There's two more products that I want to touch on in this video that they've announced, one of which is something I discussed in my last video. I'll leave a card up above if you want to hear me go in depth on this, but I was saying how we have Ben's jacket from Alien Force and Ultimate Alien. We have his hoodie from Omniverse. The only two pieces of clothing we're missing for Ben are his original series t-shirt and his Omniverse t-shirt, and what do you know it, Daylight Curfew came out and they announced that they're releasing Ben's t-shirt from the original series. It's going to run you $34, which I think is a pretty fair price for a t-shirt. Generally speaking, designer t-shirts like this cost around $30, so I think it's not super expensive, which is great. It's basically just going to be Ben's classic t-shirt. As you can see on screen, it's what you would expect it to be. It's that classic white tee with the black striping running down the middle with the little black stripes on the sleeves as well. well. I forgot to mention with the Albedo jacket, but you can currently buy it right now. It's up for order. I believe some of the sizes are sold out. But with this Ben 10 Classic t-shirt, it's going up for pre-order on August 10th at 10 a.m. So if you are interested in buying this jacket, it's going to be up for pre-order in about a week or so's time, depending on when you're seeing this video. It's great to see that they're making more merchandise for Ben 10, and obviously a natural next step for them would be to make Ben's Classic tee from the original series. You know, initially when they announced this collaboration and they showed, okay, we have the jacket from Alien Force, okay, we're making a corduroy hat, I didn't think it was ever going to go much beyond that. I never thought they were going to make an Omniverse hoodie. They announced that other hoodie that had the Omnitrix symbol on. I was like, okay, they're going to just make some Ben 10 clothing. It's going to be nothing too crazy. But the moment they announced that Ben 10 Omniverse hoodie, number one, I was surprised to see they were making it from Omniverse, because I feel like Omniverse often is kind of viewed as the evil stepchild or the forgotten child when it comes to Ben 10. I don't know why this is the case, and I feel like it's gotten better lately. But when Omniverse first came out, I think because of the art style, a lot of people were like, oh, what are they doing with Ben 10? This one looks more kiddie and whatnot. But as time has passed, it seems like people are viewing Omniverse in a much more fond manner, which I think Omniverse is a fantastic series. It's one of my favorite iterations of Ben 10, just alone for the fact that it feels so complete, how Ben has access to his entire lineup, his entire roster of aliens, minus the 4 that never made their way into the series, but that's neither here nor there. The moment they announced that hoodie, I was like, oh, okay, they're gonna make more. I assume a Ben 10 original series tee is coming at some point. Obviously, they announced it. The one thing I'm waiting on is to see if we do get that Omniverse t-shirt, because at this point, that's the only thing missing from Ben's clothing. We have the jacket from Alien Force The Ultimate Alien, we have the hoodie from Omniverse, we have the t-shirt from the original series. The only thing we're really missing here is Ben 10's tee from Omniverse, which I hope that's something that's coming. My fingers are crossed, because I don't think it's as much of a lock as the original series t-shirt is. I think, you know, Omniverse got the hoodie. They might say, okay, we touched on Omniverse, we did the hoodie, we're going to move on to something else. We're not going to do a t-shirt for Omniverse as well, which I hope they do. Maybe they even do a reboot t-shirt as well, but I feel like this is obviously meant for older audiences. I don't know if they're going to, you know, make a Ben 10 reboot t-shirt, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. The last product that they've announced, and this one hasn't been officially announced yet, they just teased it on July 22nd on their Twitter page, is it looks like we're getting a fleece version of the leather jacket from Alien Force and Ultimate Alien. So basically the Ben 10 jacket from Alien Force Ultimate Alien, that green jacket with the white striping, they're making a fleece version of it. Again, no pricing has been announced yet, and they just have this one image out as of the recording of this video. This is interesting because essentially what they're doing here is, if the Alien Force jacket is too expensive for you, or you don't want to pay $148 for a piece of memorabilia for Ben 10, I completely get that, because it was something that I was debating at first. I wasn't sure, like, do I really want to pay this much money for a jacket I'm really not going to wear? And I was like, you know what? I love Ben 10. You know, I'm the Ben 10 guy. I have to get this jacket. It's just something that I feel like me as a kid would go crazy over existing in real life. And I guess they realized that, hey, this is too expensive for some people. Let's make a cheaper version of this, and we'll make it fleece out of a cheaper material. This is the same thing they've done with Steven Universe with Daylight Curfew. Steven Universe has a varsity jacket that costs $148, same price as the Ben 10 leather jacket. And they have a signature jacket that's $98, which is just basically cheaper materials, the same jacket. I'll put it up on screen so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm assuming this Ben 10 jacket is literally the same thing conceptually as what they did with Steven Universe. They're like, hey, we have this expensive jacket, we're going to make a cheaper option for people if you don't want to dish out $148. There's no pricing confirmed for this Ben 10 jacket, but going off of the signature jacket from Steven Universe, that's $98. I feel like $98 would be a little bit steep for a Ben 10 fleece jacket, but we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, I'm going off of this one image right now. I don't have a full picture of what this looks like. But yeah, that's it for Daylight Curfew for now, at least. I'm sure I'm going to have a video at some point in the future with more products they've announced, because it doesn't seem like they're stopping anytime soon with these Ben 10 product announcements. There's a lot that's come out this year, and we're not even at the 20th anniversary yet. That's next year. It starts in December, so I can't even imagine what's going to come between now and then. But nevertheless, for now, we have this Albedo jacket coming. We have this Ben 10 Classic t-shirt and a fleece version of the Alien Force jacket. One quick thing I will say before signing off, in my last video discussing all of this, I was saying how really the last thing we're missing is obviously the Classic t-shirt, which we're getting, the Omniverse t-shirt, which maybe will come in the future. We need to get some Omnitrixes, right? We need to get some high-end replica Omnitrixes from some company. I suggested the Wand Company before. They've done those Pokeball replicas that are awesome. Either way, regardless of who does it, that's the next step. Like, after we get through these t-shirts, after we get through this clothing, like, we really need a high-end replica Omnitrix, I would be all over that, and I feel like people would be all over that even more so than these Daylight Curfew clothing collaborations. I think people will go nuts over a high-end replica Omnitrix. I don't know if it really needs lights and sounds and all that stuff. I mean, it probably would have that, let's be real, but that's something that I hope comes in the not too distant future, because this collaboration with Daylight Curfew is fantastic, but imagine how amazing it would be to be getting Omnitrix high-end replicas as well. Then you could truly cosplay as Ben. You could truly, deck out your Halloween costume for this year. I mentioned before, this is going to be my costume for my friend's Halloween party. He has one every year. I usually just wear sports jerseys, and him and his girlfriend give me some flack. They're like, hey, you got to dress up as something. This is a very low-effort costume. Well, this year I'm going as Ben Tennyson, and it'd be sick to have an Omnitrix to go alongside that leather jacket. Anyways, let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think about all this. What do you guys think about the Ben 10 Daylight Curfew collaboration continuing even further? We're getting an Albedo leather jacket. We're getting a classic t-shirt from the original series, and we're getting a fleece version of that Alien Force leather jacket as well. What do you hope to see next? Do you agree with me that the next thing they should do is that Ben 10 Omniverse t-shirt, or would you like to see something else instead? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more content like this from DC Network. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.